Okay, first of all, when we multiply this matrix by this, we get this. And we recognize this as what we have after 4 transitions, the way we got it originally without even using matrices, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we want to know what happens after that, we can go to higher powers. I said, you know, I just wrote this, but you know, what's a population after 8, 12, and 16 transitions? Okay? And what's the most efficient way to get it? And people told me, well, to get the 8th, you would square the 4th power. This is the 4th power, right? So, you know, writing that down, the original matrix to the 8th power is the 4th power of that matrix squared.
Yeah.
And now we're understanding the law of exponents. It says you multiply the powers, right? If you do a power of a power, it makes it even more concrete. Although you can get that just fine using powers of 2, okay? Like we did earlier. Then what would I get next? If I square this, I'm going to get what? 16th power, right? If I square that, what am I going to get? 32nd power, okay? Well, you know, a few more squarings and I'm up to 1024. Because we get the 64th, then the 128th, then the 256th, and the 512th, then the 1024th, right? So it wouldn't take that long to figure out, after a very long time, what this is going to be, okay? Well, there's another thing I'm going to ask you to work out, and it's a limit. The limit is n approaches infinity of this matrix raised to the nth power. Okay? And I'm even going to tell you what that limit is. Are you excited?
I am. Yeah.
And I might be wrong about that. Actually, I am, it's on 2/3, 2/3. And I meant to write 1/3 and I wrote 1/2. Have I warned you, you've got to watch me? I'm sorry. 2/3, 2/3, 1/3, 1/3. Is it plausible that that's what's happening?
Yeah.
Well, look at this number here. It starts at 0.9, decreases to 0.83, then to 0.74, okay? And 2/3 is 0.6 repeating, right? So it appears plausible that this number is going to approach 0.66 repeating, right? 2/3? And it's plausible this number is going to increase to 2/3 because it starts out at 0.2 and then we get, where is it? But yeah, 0.34 and then 0.50. So it's coming up toward 2/3, okay? And then this number and this number is coming up from 0.1 toward 1/3, 0.333. This number is coming down from 0.8, it's already down to this, and it's going to approach 1/3. Okay? And what do you think you have to do to figure that out? Well, that's going to be part of your homework, but it just requires a little algebra 1. It's easy, if you think about it right. And some of you are coming up with some pretty good ideas, so I want to see if anybody comes up with a way of proving that without having to deal with the matrices. Okay? So it's kind of neat. It's very neat.